Now that he has that cuff for the 4 inches, he's going to shove it back through. First, we're going to duct tape it. Make sure that you're getting part of that 90. Leave yourself a friendly tab. And then we're going to want to use these bands. On this, we're going to use 2 bands. You want to use the Granger bands, not the Home Depot bands. The Home Depot bands will break. These ones you can really torque down. Yeah, don't be afraid with them where we have the Granger bands. And then let's put on some more duct tape just for safety, way it doesn't cut anybody. And with that, let's get it on the vacuum so it can start to get all the extra air out of there. You can use this Fernco. Hooking up this Fernco will make it really nice to get that vacuum working. Let's take it over to the vacuum. So we're just going to hook these vacuums up. On our trailer we have 2 vacuums. You can use 1 vacuum if you want, but you want to get this process started as soon as possible. That vacuum is going to suck all of the air out of the cotton fibers so that when we put that resin in there, it can really permeate it. These pumps that Chaz is about to kick on, they run off of oil. There is an exhaust on them, but all of our exhaust goes underneath the trailer, so you don't have to worry about it. Just watch that oil reservoir. We're going to leave it like this for 20 minutes minimum, but leave it on for as long as possible. So you'll see what Chaz is doing here is he's testing it. When there's a lot of air in it, this liner will go back to the original spot. It will lay flat. Once everything, you can squeeze it and it stays crumpled up. We know that we have all the air out and we're ready for resin. Okay guys, this is the cal tube. There are 7 rules with the cal tube according to Oscar. All 7 of them are do not step on the cal tube. This is the most important part. If this gets punctured, you're screwed. So make sure that you do not step on it. Don't put it on anything sharp. Do not drop anything on the cal tube. Be very careful with the cal tube. So we're going to get that out there, and we're looking for that measurement that we just put on to our paper. So the measurement on that guy is going to be 28 feet 5 inches is what we're going for. So we're going to pull that tight. Brennan, hold the cal tube. 28 feet 5 inches is where we're at. And then what takeoffs do we have? Because we added more of a cuff, we're going to do a 2-foot knot here. And we're going to be marking it off for a 2-foot knot. Then we're going to go down to the end again here. And then we add that up, we have a 7-inch cuff now. And then our intro, which is 2 foot 10. 2 foot 10 inches. So now, the length in between should be that 26.2. Let's make sure that we're there. Okay, so we're good to go. Grab our scissors here. Cut this. We pull our rope out. We don't need that for this liner. Don't step on the cal tube. Before we go any further with this, let's do this knot then. So with the knot, you're going to line it right up to the back. We fold it over right here, fold it over right there, okay? Between this line and this line is where I want my knot. I want it in between the 2 there. Oh, good grief. You want to get that guy real tight. Just keep working it. The more bulky it is, the harder it's going to be in your chute. More likely you're going to have problems. You don't want it too close to this so that it slips. Okay, now that we got that, I'm going to take this guy and just tie a loop like that. Then because we're working with cal tube, we're going to want to use the Gorilla tape because there's heat there. And just tape this knot up. You don't want to put a big old ball of tape on there. You just want everything nice and secured. All right, so we got the cal tube. Now let's cut the rope. How long is our rope supposed to be? 40 feet. So Brendan's going through, you taco that up and through. Just going to get that 7-inch cuff. It's a little bit easier to see on that. And this one's super important that we get it really secure. That's why we have 7 inches and not just the 4. Okay, so we're going to pull this back. Yeah, if this comes off, we had this happen in training the other day, and it's a little bit scary, but yeah, if your liner collapses, I've never experienced it. There, your cuff right there. Okay, so we got it right there. We're going to Gorilla Tape that up real good, and then we want to put 3 or 4 bands on this. And when we're Gorilla Taping the cal tube, you want to overhang your Gorilla Tape just a little bit so that you can wrap it around. That way it can protect the end of what you're doing. Again, we're going to be using these Granger bands. We're going to hook the rope onto this cal tube, but that's how you're going to pull the cal tube back after the liner's shot. Okay, and then put on your safety tape. And with this, if anything goes wrong, you're going to want a safety tab, a friendly tab, just in case if anything goes wrong. This is going to be really soapy. It's going to be really hot. It's not going to be fun. So if you got to work on it, you want to be able to grab that tape and rip it right off. So we're just going to fold this over, make a little friendly tab. And we're good to go. Okay, so 40 foot 5 inches is what we're cutting on the rope, which is right here. You're going to want to cut it at a diagonal here. So when we load it into that inverter, it makes it a lot easier on you. So right now we're fishing the cord here. So easiest way is just grab a tape measure, and then we're just going to tie a soft knot right in that. Fish that rope into here. So what you're going to do is just have that part go through the middle, and you're going to slowly spin it around as you double it over on the tag. You want to work your hand back and forth. Make sure that you're not bunching up on the rope at all. It should be evenly dispersed through it. You're going to double it back on the tag, and you want it to go over the bar. And your crew's going to let you know when you're almost out of rope. Whoever's working this inverter, their job should be to be looking inside of the inverter all the time. Other people are going to be communicating to them. They're looking at the gauge, they're looking at the reel, they're looking at the liner, they're looking at the cal tube. Everybody else just communicates to them. Okay, let's load it.